Good morning. Lifestyle is health as it's woohoo Wednesday again. Gosh, it comes around really, really quickly, doesn't it? So last week, I had a couple of you ask specific questions, and then the question that was asked on the replay I covered on my Friday Coffee Time Live. So I had no questions from you guys this morning, which is absolutely fine, because if you watching on replay, and please do put #replay. If you do have a question, I will cover it next week, or I will aim to do a specific live for it if it is a really important topic that I think will be helpful to everybody. So what I chose to talk about today was something that I mentioned in my newsletter this week. And if you are not on the newsletter, folks, feel free to sign up to it. I will put a link to my newsletter here above this video. You'll also have a link to what I'm going to talk about above here as well. So feel free to get on my newsletter, and you'll know what's happening with me, what and when, and all that good stuff. One thing I did mention in my newsletter is that I would be taking some time out week commencing the start of Easter week. So from Sunday, I would do my Sunday classes and then take that week off from my classes. I'm going to keep the Pilates classes, folks. So the evening Pilates on Tuesdays will still run, and the Friday morning Pilates will still run. So if you were wondering about those two Pilates classes, then yes, they are running. But otherwise, I will be taking a bit of a break out. So what I want to talk to you about today was detoxing and dieting, because we have finally got lighter mornings, lighter evenings. I know the weather forecast isn't great for the moment. Please explode my croakiness. This is my Hashimoto's, folks, which I spoke about flaring up. And one of the classic signs for me is my throat goes. So I sound a tad hoarse. So bear with. So early mornings, earlier evenings, we want to get out more, don't we? We want to do more stuff outside. And if we get warmer weather, and the sun is out, but it's not that warm, but if we do get the warmer weather in the next 3 to 4 weeks, I know that there's quite a few people who are not feeling very happy or comfortable in their own skin at the moment, and it's very easy to jump on a quick fix that you may see advertised on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And so what I spoke about in my newsletter today was that to actually get the benefits from a detox, then you really need to make sure that your detoxification and elimination pathways are actually able to handle it. Because if not, you are setting yourself up for more problems and more infections and more issues after you've done it, which is not why you were doing it in the first place. So if you're jumping on a 7-day juicing detox and fast, then just remember, and I've said this before, there's nothing wrong with fruit, right? We like fruit. It's full of vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients and polyphenols and antioxidants and all those good things that your cells need, that your body needs. But we want to eat the fruit whole. We don't want to be just getting the juice from the fruit. Now, if you're making something like a vegetable smoothie and you want to make it with mainly vegetables, and you put in some fruit and you're juicing some fruit in there for flavor and to just give it a little bit of a zing, absolutely go for that. But just remember that natural fruit is a good source of all kinds of things, but it is also sugar. So if you have got issues with cravings and your blood sugar balance is a little bit out of whack, you're not going to be doing yourself many favors if you're going on a juicing fast for a long length of time, because you're not going to be getting in the protein and the fats that actually keep your body full, but crucially help the cells to work properly so that your detoxification pathways are working properly. And so what I spoke about in my newsletter was the importance of lymphatic drainage, lymph flow, which means that you need to be getting your body moving. Your blood system has a pump. It's called your heart. You all know that. So you don't need to do a great deal to keep your blood flowing around your body. But your lymphatic system, which we've spoken about so many times because of COVID being an immune disorder that affects your immune system because it's a virus, you need to have great lymph flow if your body's going to be able to cope with pathogens and all of the toxicants that are in our environment, that are in our homes. We need good lymph flow. And that means we need to get off our butts and stop sitting down so much, because your lymphatic system, unlike your blood system, does not have a pump. So the only way that you can pump that lymphatic system around your body is to actually move your body and work your muscles. So whether that's literally doing lifting weights and body weight training, that kind of thing, or just, vigorously moving around and cleaning and being very, very physical with your day. That's going to help lymphatic flow. And you need to be doing that if you're on a detox. So if you're following a detox program that says, don't worry, you don't need to exercise, then I'm going to say be aware, because your lymphatic system is not going to be working fully to drain out all of the nasties that the whole point of the detox is supposed to be getting rid of from your cells. So what I'm saying to you is, if you're going to do a detox program, follow a good one. Right? I am going to be doing one. It's called the Digestive Detox, and it will eliminate cravings and help you to release weight naturally. But it is not a 7-day or a 14-day. It's going to be over 5 weeks, with the first week being getting your body ready and prepared so that we get those detoxification and elimination pathways open, and then you can follow the actual steps of the detox program itself. And the most important thing then is that you start to eat normally, in inverted commas again, in a very sensible way, that you're not going to undo all of the good work that you've just done. Is the side effect of going on a detox that you are going to feel more energetic? Yes. Will you lose a lot of your muscle aches and pains and tiredness and lethargy? Absolutely, yes. But will the first couple of weeks make you feel a little bit like you're struggling at times and that you may potentially be coming down with flu? Yeah, probably, depending on how much crap there is in your system and how much your body really does need to detox. So it's getting that fine balance of getting exercise in there for your lymphatic system to work properly, but not overdoing it so much that you just can't face it. And this is why a well-balanced, well-designed detox program is an excellent idea, but it's not a good idea to jump on a fast fix and expect amazing results, because over time, you're probably going to do more detrimental damage and build up more toxins than you realized. So if you are interested in jumping on my plan, I haven't done a group program for a long time, because a lot of what I do now, what I specialize in now, is very much personal stuff. When I'm talking to my clients about having an alcohol dependence or binge eating, or just being, weird, as it were, around food, it's not necessarily something you want to share in a group program, especially when we're talking about personal stuff that might have happened in your life as a kid, and kind of traumas and just how you are thinking. Because even though group programs are great in that there's the sense of community and you're not the only one feeling that way, there can also be a sense of guilt and shame around sharing things, and there's always going to be a concern that there may be a little bit of judgment. So that's why I don't really do many group programs now. But for the detox program, this is a perfect program for actually having that community support and speaking to other people and getting to do it. Now, it is important that we get the right kind of people together in a group, because we don't want any Debbie Downers making everybody feel that it's always really, really hard and I'm struggling and I'm never going to get this. And we really don't want that. Yes, you can say you're having a bad day, but what I do want is like-minded people who understand that they are doing this to help themselves to feel better long-term, and crucially to improve your immune system moving forward, because let's face it, COVID ain't going anywhere fast. right? And as much as we might not like to hear that, that's the long and the short of it. It will be around, just like flu has been. And we'll get used to the fact that, we maybe have a jab for COVID every year, just like we have a flu jab for those of you who do. And we will get used to it. But the point is, if we can take care of all of the other stuff, if we can look at the environmental toxins we're exposing ourselves to, especially in our homes, if we can look at things like mold, if we can look at the amount of pesticides and fungicides that we're taking in unwittingly from our food, then it's going to help us to feel better. And for those of you who have issues like premenstrual symptoms and you get them really, really bad, if you have IBS type of issues like constipation, or you have diarrhea, or you alternate between the two and you're not really getting that much help from your GP, then would this detox absolutely help you? Sure. If you're suffering from something like fibromyalgia or MS, it's going to help, because it's all about you cleaning up your cells. And for those of you who've heard me talk about other stuff, you know that ultimately it starts with your cells. If your cells don't function right, you don't function right. It's as simple as that. And so if we can detoxify those cells and make sure that the cells that are then reforming and growing are going to be of the top quality, it's going to mean that moving forward, if you do this detox, you will still be feeling great, right, for the rest of the year. A detox should not be something that you have to keep doing every month. That's not a proper detox. So, and for those of you who are going, well, we shouldn't have to detoxify our bodies because our liver is designed to do it naturally. Well, you're right. Absolutely it is. But unfortunately, when we were created, however you believe we were created, we did not have the amount of toxicants and pollutants, and we were not exposed to the crap that we are exposed to now. Most of you know that in your sofa, in your mattress, there are all kinds of toxicants that we will breathe in. And your liver and your detoxification system and your cells have to deal with all of that. You don't even know it's happening. If you're using air fresheners and chemical cleaners, they are going to affect your hormone balance, but crucially, they're going to affect your cellular function. And if your liver has to detox all this stuff, your lymphatic system can end up being kind of sludgy. And that sounds really gross, doesn't it? But think about it. If you've ever been in a stream, and it's a really clear water stream, you can see the water trickling on the top. And, that's kind of, if you're functioning well and you're feeling okay, that's maybe what's going on. But if you stand in that stream, there'll be a muddy bottom. There'll be all kinds of bits of things in there. And that's a bit like what's happening when we've got sludgy lymphatic system. So it flows, but it's not flowing as well as it could. And there's sludge in there that we need to get rid of. Things like fatty liver that a lot of people associate with alcohol issues are often caused by far too many processed foods, carbohydrates, but toxicants too. Are all these things issues that will lead to problems with your hormone function? Yes. With your memory? Yes. With your brain function and focus? Absolutely, yes. And I spoke about brain fog on Friday, and so many people are saying that they are experiencing it. And yes, a lot of it's fatigue because we're indoors and we're not going out and doing stuff, and we're far too much on Zoom watching things like this. But this is where the detox will come in, because hopefully, fingers crossed, come June 21st, we will all be out there and we will be meeting our friends. And if you don't feel great, if you've been wanting to get out and wanting to meet up with people, but if now you're kind of going, oh my God, I've put on so much weight and I don't feel fabulous and my skin's not brilliant, and you know what, I'm actually a bit anxious about meeting people, or even worse, I'm dreading it, then now may be the time for you to start thinking about how you want to make some changes. So I will be, if people are interested, and this is why I'm doing this video, because I'm not going to run the detox if people don't want to do it. I always do detoxification programs for my one-to-one clients. So if you absolutely want to do it, then I can do it with you one-to-one. But doing it one-to-one is obviously going to be more expensive, whereas if it's a group program, it's going to be much more affordable. So if you are asking, well, okay, when is it and what's the price? So it's going to be starting on April the 19th. And the first week will be you preparing and getting those detoxification pathways open so that you can then follow the 28-day detox protocol. And it will be on a Facebook group, folks. So I will be going in there live every single week. There will be videos that you will get every single day for you to exercise and to keep you on form and motivated. So you pop into that group every day, and I will be making sure that I keep you accountable by checking in and seeing how you're getting on. So you will not be doing it on your own. There will be a lot of support. So what's the price? What's the cost? It's not a price or a cost, folks, because not doing it is costing you your health. It's an investment. And the investment for it will be, which I believe is incredible value for money, will be £300. And so that's for 5 weeks of me looking after you going through this detox. Will you have extra investments in supplementation? I will be recommending, depending on where you're at and what you're doing and the results of the questionnaires that I give you, that supplementation is going to be something that I suggest for some people. It will not necessarily be for everybody, but do kind of be prepared that you may be spending an extra £100 on some supplementation and a little bit more money on your groceries, perhaps to begin with, until you find the best sources for you. So if you are going, oh my God, that's nearly £400, well, if you're not worth £400 to sort your digestive system out and to get your energy back and to feel fabulous when we start meeting again face to face, then okay, absolutely, it's not for you. But if you're going, oh my God, if I can do that in just 5 weeks and feel 100 times better than I'm feeling now, it's more than worth it. So that is kind of the main reason that I wanted to come on here today. Will everybody benefit from a detox? Yes, and it's a big if you know that you have definitely got some gut issues going on, if you know that you are spending far too much time indoors and not moving, if you know that your brain fog and your memory is getting worse, if you have got symptoms of PMS or menopausal symptoms that are driving you insane, then all of those things are definitely a big tick. Yes, you will benefit. If you're carrying more weight than you're used to, and you don't want to go on a crazy fad diet, will it help? Absolutely, it will. If you're just lacking in energy and want to feel more motivated and jump on something that's going to keep you accountable, then again, ticks all boxes. It is not for you if you hate group programs. It is not for you if you think that your health is a cost and not an investment. It is not for you if you're going to turn around and go, oh, well, I can't turn up to the lives every week, and oh, I haven't got time to do any of the work and any of the exercise that you're suggesting that we do. If you have already decided that you're not going to be able to do it and stick to it, obviously it's not for you. But I will be, and this is why I want you to register your interest, because I will be messaging people individually, because I only want this program to be full of like-minded people, so that we are all in it together and we all want the same outcome: to feel better in our skin, to like what we see when we look in the mirror, to feel re-energized and back in control of our habits, our exercise, our sleep, our eating, and to just basically feel more empowered that we have chosen to take control of our health and especially our immune system moving forward, so that we're not going to be terrified should another virus come along in the next year or so. So if you are interested, the link is above here. Please do give it a click, and I will be in touch with you within the next week. As I say, it's not starting until April the 19th, but no time like the present, because if you're anything like me, oh, I'll come back to that, and then you don't. So if you think that you are interested, or if you know that you're definitely interested and you want to do it, please do click that link. You just need to fill in your details and I will do the rest. I'll get in touch with you. And on that note, I'm going to say, Get outside now, folks. Go for a walk. Get some sunshine on your face. Yes, sunblock free, just for 5 to 10 minutes. Your skin and your body will thank you for it. If you're going, absolutely no way, am I putting my face out in the sun without sunblock? Expose your arms, but sun bare skin, right? Your body needs that vitamin D from outside sunlight. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you really soon.